Hi and welcome to Cassandra's Beads, another video from us today. This time we're going to be doing a little run through of some of our pendant charms that we stock. So today I'm going to be going through what I call box one. Here we go, it's just my little box. I have about 20-25 different charms in each box, and I've currently got about over 50 of these boxes in stock. So the idea of this is for the guys that buy from the shop is to just give you guys a little bit more information about each charm for you to see it live, as I know some pictures can be a little bit misleading depending on the background and the lighting and everything. So it's just to give you guys a little bit more information. All of my pendant charms are nickel, cadmium and lead free. So if you have any allergies to those metals, then they're completely fine. And obviously that allows us to ship internationally as well. So we're going to start off today. I'm doing completely Tibetan silver charms. There's no gold plated in these ones. And these are some of the first charms that I had, so they're some of my favourites. So today I'm going to start off with these little West Highland Terrier charms. They're beautiful little ones. They're one of my best sellers. People love these. They sell really well in my jewellery shop as earrings. Fantastic little gift for any dog lovers. So they're double-sided, they're plain. You can wear them either way around, so they're perfect for earrings and jewellery making. And yeah, I used to have a Westie, so these are one of my favourites. Lovely shiny Tibetan silver in a sort of antique silvery tone. With a great sized hook on there, so they can fit quite chunky chains or jump rings and findings as you want them. So just to do a quick measure, they are roughly 14 by 6 millimeters wide by wide by about 12.3 millimeters long, so about 15 by 13 roughly. They're quite small and petite, good for kids as well. So they're my first ones. Next, one of my absolute favourite charms is these tiny little Tibetan silver English roses. Making sure you guys can see. They are lovely, lovely little charms. These ones aren't double-sided, they have plain backs. So great for necklaces and anything that sits flat, they're good for. Again, they're Tibetan silver in like an antique-y silver tone. The ridges on the rose are actually blackened to make it stand out more, which I think is quite nice. But yeah, they're one of my favourites, very dainty. So these ones are roughly, if I can get the measure on it, let's have a look. What have we got? Roughly 9 millimeters wide by about 15 long, including the loop. So they're quite small, but they're beautifully dainty. Okay, so moving on to the next one, I have these. They're flowers. I think they're sunflowers. They look like sunflowers. They could be daisies though, but I think they've got a bit too many petals for daisies. Again, these are one-sided. They've got plain backs, but they're lovely shiny ones. And they've got that, again, blackening in the antique silver tone, so you can see the detail on the charm. I'll just measure it for you. These are lovely and symmetrical as well, so again, perfect for earrings. So that is 16 millimeters exactly long, including the loop, and 13, nearly 14 millimeters wide. So again, a good size, not too big if you wanted a nice pair of summery earrings. So on to the next one. And I know we've just gone past Valentine's Day, and I always love a good selection of hearts, but these are one of my favourites. And they are tiny hearts with dots on, if you can see. Beautiful, double-sided. And these are one of my best sellers at the moment, just because the detail. It's lovely, and they're a beautiful size. They're not too big, not too small, and people like the hollows. I'm not sure what it's about hollow charms with a hollow in, but people seem to really like those at the moment. So that is 14, just over 14 long, including the loop, and just under 13mm wide. So again, another really good size charm. On to the next one. We have a crown. Now, I've seen a lot of crowns. I've got quite a few crowns in stock, but I think these are my favourite. These are quite hard to get hold of, actually. But yeah, the 5-prong crown. They're quite small and dainty again, and they're double-sided. Whoops. Double-sided. So that's always nice. Again, with the dot detail at the bottom. So let's have a measure. That is 13mm long, including the hoop. Sorry, wide, and 14mm wide. So nearly square almost. Let's just put that one back down. So moving on to the next one, I have these lovely little flowers. These ones are great for kiddies because they're quite plain. I also do these in a 6-petal version. They're double-sided, again, which is nice. I do like double-sided charms, but these are lovely. I think they're like little daisies or something, just little plain flowers. So I'll just measure these ones. They are 13.5, including the loop, and 11. So quite small, but lovely all the same. Next we have another heart. Now, let me try and find, here we go. This is a really good example. So this one's a bit bigger. So this is a heart with a rose or a flower in the middle. Great as like the bottom of a drop necklace. They are single-sided, the back is plain. But again, they've got that antique silver tone where the details of the flower has actually been blackened, so you can see the 3D effect of it, which is very nice. And these are a bit bigger than the other ones, so let's have a look. 18.4 including the loop, and 16 wide. So if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, that's the one for you. Now, moving on to the animals, we have a cat. I like this cat. He looks like he's got a big fat belly, but I do like this cat. And again, great for cat lovers. It's a single-sided one. The back is hollow and plain, but it is engraved on the front. You can see all its face details, which is nice, and its big belly. So this one's quite long actually. So what have we got? 20.3 including the loop, and 10.9 wide. So moving on to the next one, which is good considering coming up to St. Patrick's Day. I have these wonderful, slightly tarnished and ever so slightly aged clubs, if you like playing cards, or clovers, depending on what you think they are. They're plain on both sides, but great if you wanted to add it to a piece of St. Patrick's Day jewellery, or lucky jewellery. I do have some 4-leaf clovers as well in, but yeah, these are awesome if you were doing sort of a playing card themed piece. Oh, let me measure it. So what have we got? 17 long including the hoop and 13 wide, so another decent sized one. Continuing with the, well, I suppose animal theme, another one great for kids. These teddy bears, you can see, lovely teddy bears. It's a teddy bear holding a flower, or I think a dandelion or something, and it's actually fully engraved on the back to be the back of the bear. It's not double-sided with the same picture, it's actually the back of the bear, which is a beautiful 3D detail. So these are quite dainty, again great for kids. So 8.9, so 19 long including the hoop and 9 wide, so again quite small but lovely. This one is the first of my many leaves. I know leaves are people can be quite particular about what kind of leaves or foliage they add to jewellery, but this one is a nice little simple silver one, double-sided. Again with the antique blackening of the ridges, so you can see all the details there. These are quite small. So what have we got? 19mm wide by only 6.5 wide, so nice long dainty ones. Now on to one of my most popular charms of all time at the moment with the fad that's out there, and that is the silver unicorn. Make sure you guys can see. It's sort of like a running unicorn, double-sided, so they can sit anyway. Again, great for earrings because they're double-sided. It's like a unicorn mid-run, and again it has the blackening of the antique silver, so you can see all the details in the hair and the face. But yeah, people love these at the moment. So let's have a look. They are 17 long, wide, sorry, by, that's including the hoop, and 16 wide. So there you go, that's the unicorns. I do have some other really big unicorns in stock, so if you wanted something else, that would be great. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again, something I have lots of different ones in stock. Butterflies. Now, we have these little silver butterflies with hollows. They're quite dainty, again double-sided, just turn it around. Double-sided. See, lovely and shiny. With great detail there, again another hollow one. But butterflies as well are really popular. Let's have a look. 10.4 by 14.7, so that's nice. And one of the benefits of this is that the loop is actually sunken into the design, so it doesn't add to the length. It doesn't actually overlap the top of the wings, which I like a lot. So moving on to something a little bit different. I'm quite into the gothic unusual jewellery, so I wanted to add a skull and crossbones. So there we go, lovely shiny skull and crossbones. It's not too over the top, it's not too scary or anything, so that's that. It's not a double-sided one, the back is plain and hollowed out, so there we go. Great for Halloween designs or pirates or anything like that. So 13.8 long including the loop and 14.7 wide. So another good sized charm. And on that sort of Halloween-y, scary-ish theme, I also have, find one, I can get it out. Here we go. Look away now if you don't like spiders. But we have a spider sat on a spider web. There we go. So you guys can see the detail of the spider there. But it's quite an interesting one. It is one-sided. The back is just plain. But these are great for if you want some unusual earrings or something. It's like a little Halloween costume. Lovely. I do like spider webs actually. I think they make great jewellery, and I've actually been looking to get some more different spider webs in my shop. I think I've got some on the way. So these are 17.1 wide, long by, that's including the loop, by 13.5 wide. So we've just got a couple left now. So moving on to something, I guess, a little bit more unusual. I have a foot. Now these are great for like christening gifts, or if you're making something for a christening, a baby. It's more like a baby's foot really, I suppose. Double-sided again, but great if you wanted to add it on to as a little token to a christening gift, or just to add that something extra for a baby showers, anything like that. So that's a foot, nice little chubby baby's foot. So let's have a look. We have got 14 long including the loop, and 8.5 wide pretty much. So that's that. Back onto the animal themes, and another really good seller of mine is these little seahorses. Again, they've got the blackening with the antique silver, so you can really see the detail on them. There you go. And they are double-sided again. So if you're doing anything nautically themed, which I know is quite popular at the minute, or sea themed, these would be great. So I'll just measure them. I've got 21.5 long including the loop, and 8.9 wide, so nearly 9mm wide. So keeping on the animal theme, next is a bee. Now bees are really popular at the minute, everybody's trying to save the bees, so these are great. People love bee jewellery and anything to do with bees. So these are double-sided, but again the pattern is different, and it is supposed to be the back of the bee, which I think is quite cool. I guess they could also pass for a wasp, but I don't think they're big enough for a wasp. And who likes wasps? Nobody likes wasps. So we'll call them bees. But yeah, these are great. They're quite dainty as well. So what have we got? 12.9 long including the loop, and 15.5 wide. So a good size. So keeping on the animal theme, I think that's the last animal I've got today. Is again another nautical themed one. Is a crab. Now I love crabs. I love everything about crabs. And these with their big googly eyes, I think are really sweet. They're quite small, but they are very sweet, and they are double-sided. So again, perfect for earrings. But yeah, if anybody loves crabs, or they're a Cancer star sign, great for that. So just measure these ones. That is 12 and nearly 13 long, including the loop, and 11.5 wide. So Great size for earrings. Now I know I said my unicorns were probably the best sellers. I think I was wrong as I forgot about these ones, but let me just get you one out if I can get it. Here we go. So these ones, another Halloween theme. I know we're not in Halloween, but people seem to be buying these all year round. Is my sugar skulls. Now I actually have these as a pair of earrings. And they're great with that new Disney film Coco that's just come out. They sort of remind me on there. But sugar skulls and anything Day of the Dead or sort of Mexican, South American themed, anything like that is again really popular at the minute. So these again are double-sided, and it has the blackening of the antique silver. So you can see all the details, all the engravings really stood out. So these are great. So I just measure them. They are 16mm long, including the loop, and 10.5 wide. So that's that. And the last one we've got today, sort of staying on that theme, one of my smallest charms, so I hope you can see it, is these little spirals. See properly. Tiny little spirals. They're actually wicker circle of life, double-sided, so the spiral goes the other way on the other way round. And I do have these in a double spiral as well. But these are really popular for earrings. They're like a Wicca symbol, Wiccan symbol, a pagan symbol. So that's those. I like them. If you're into Wicca and all that stuff, then yeah, that's great. These are great for you. Make a lovely little addition to your wardrobe as a pair of earrings. So these are 11.5, including the loop, and 11.5 wide as well, I think, which is quite nice and square. Yeah, almost. So, and another good thing about this is the loop is actually on the other side, so it's like sideways. So you don't see it, if you can see, the loop is sideways, so it doesn't detract from the pattern on the front, which I think is a really nice detail. So that's everything I have in box 1. I'm going to be doing a box 2, maybe later on in the week. I'm hoping to get through all of my stock in the next couple of weeks. I do have some of the Tibetan silver ones also in antique bronze, so if you guys are looking for something different, then that's definitely something I can do for you. And yeah, keep an eye out for the next video coming in the next couple of days in box 2. Thanks for watching, and if you like my stuff and you like my stock, please subscribe. I'm also going to be doing a gems video, and pendant gems, so keep an eye out for that one. Thanks for watching.